Good morning everyone. Hope you all are doing good and safe at home. So as you all know that due to the current situation how the saving is very important for us. Okay, because due to this lockdown it directly impact the income of the people. Okay, so during the lockdowns, as you seen that the many industries are shutting down of their businesses, be it in a tourism industry, be it a manufacturing industry, be it is the industry of hotel industry. Okay, you can see that they are shutting down their business. Either they are cut off, they have lay off their employees, or they have doing the salary cut, cut off their employees. So it is very much important that we have to save the money for our current situations as well as for the futures. So whenever we are thinking about the saving of money, we are also thinking coming into the mind that whether we have to put in the saving account or the fixed deposit. So many people are going for the fixed deposits because this will helpful for us to provide the good amount of rate of interest, and it's also secure, not be volatile. Okay, so as you all know that there is other option available on the market, but people are very dare to consider about the other options in the market. So are the fixed deposits wherever we are depositing are they really safe for us, or it is providing any kind of risk, and we have to think and consider and in order to invest the money in fixed deposits, or we have to deposits in other product that will be really helpful for us to beat the situations. Okay, so today on this video we'll discuss about what are the risks associated with the fixed deposits and how you can avoid by considering all the risks, and in order to provide the better facilities to your money. Okay, so if you think about the fixed deposit, definitely you have to consider in your mind that fixed deposits will provide the fixed rate of interest. Okay, and you have to be you have to think about does not think about the market volatility, and it does not think about the it will be impacted by the market's ups and downs. Okay, so at the same time we have to think about there is several risks we have to consider in order to fix deposits. Okay, so whenever think about the fixed deposits, which as we all know about my the latest video which I have posted earlier, that fixed deposit which provide a fixed amount of interest rate for a period of time, but you have to think about that some period, you have to keep your money for some period. Okay, so that in a maturity you can get the money, or in case you are not going for a maturity or cumulative option, you can get the money in the non-cumulative also in the interest, that monthly or quarterly wise. So what are the risks associated with? Okay, so if you are investing in a fixed deposit, definitely you might have a saving bank account, right? So that in case of maturity the deposits will be returned to your saving bank account with the interest. Correct. So what are the things that we have to think about when I think about the risk in fixed deposits? The first thing we have to think about that the deposits about the liquidity risk. Whenever thinking about the fixed deposit, yes, we got the fixed amount of interest, but at the same time, the current situation, the situations of the lockdown, we always think that okay, we need a money for us. Okay, so we need a money at the same time, and in case we need a money at the right time and the right place, we have to get penalized by the bank. Okay, on the interest rate. So that we have the risk we have in case of liquidity risk. Okay, so in case we have to think about our daily something or daily need or something, we put some money on saving bank account, that will be really helpful for us, and the rest of money on the fixed deposits. Okay, in case you want something like, or you can get another option like if you want need something money on the fixed deposits, definitely do not go for large chunk of amount deposit in the fixed deposits. You should divide the fixed deposits in a different part. For example, if you want to deposit 1 lakh of your money in your fixed deposits, definitely you divide the fixed money in 25 into 4 parts and deposit as a fixed deposit, so that in case you needed some certain amount of money, you do not go for to break off your 1 lakh of deposits. You can got the through the breaking of your 25,000. Okay, that is another option you can get. Or if you go for the 1 lakh of deposit for large chunk of money, definitely if you have a good number of friends, you can withdraw, you can get a borrow from your friends, and you can pay your expenses or whatever the things you have due. Okay, so these things you have to mind in order to case in case you have go for the liquidity risk, because the chance of a liquidity risk is more and more. Okay, and then if you think about the other risk in the fixed deposits, there is another risk will also come in the deposits, that is not done default risk. As you all know that whatever the money you have deposited in the bank, okay, So there is a chance of that bank will default. If you think about in case of Yes Bank, okay. So during the situation, the Yes Bank, whatever the in the situation of March, whether it is got defaulted because of that it has given a lot of money through the to its to distress or distress borrowers or distress companies which are not able to pay the money, okay. So directly affected to the depositors money. So that's why in some cases arises that bank will not pay your money, bank will be default, okay. So at that time what you have to do, as you know that according to the RBI guidelines, there is an agency which is created by the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, none other than DICGC, who is the Deposit Insurance Credit Guarantee Corporations, which providing the insurance facilities to your deposits, but up to 1 lakh. That is the thing. So you have to think and consider that whatever the amount we have to put and how much amount we have to put as in fixed deposits, because in case of default you only get a 1 lakh amount on your deposits, not more than that. If you are depositing more than 1 lakh, maybe the 5 lakh, because people are depositing for the tax saving purpose or 5 years tenure and more amount of money. So it will directly affect your deposit, because the DICGC only help you and only provide the insurance up to 1 lakh. So you have to consider the things and amount, and you have to deposit on the basis of that, okay. This is the second risk that you have to associate it. The third risk you have associated inflation risk, okay. As you know, during the current situations, so on one side the bank has reducing the repo rate and current the reverse repo rate to provide the flow of money into the markets, because of they want that, and the government want the people should have money, because they don't have a job, they don't have something in their hand, they at least they have something money, that so they can meet their daily expenses, they can run their business and like that, okay. So it is very much important that people have some money with them. But what if that the thing that the inflation arises is something that if people have more of money but the product is less, so the purchasing power will be increases. And if you are deposited some money on a fixed deposits will not help you for the inflation purpose, because it will give you a rate of interest at like 5 to 6%. And the recent guidelines by the RBI, which has reduced the 40 basis point of your fixed deposits, if you have heard about the news of March, okay. In Sitaram Das has the RBI governor, they have reduced the fixed deposits interest rate, so that because to run the business as a bank also need to run the business having the money with it, that's why they have reduced the interest rate on the fixed deposits. So it is very much impossible that if your money you are all your money on fixed deposits, it is never be going to be fruitful for you, because the interest that you get is very less, it will not be helpful for the beat the inflation as well. So you have to diversify your money, and that will be helpful for you, okay. So that is the third risk that is associated with. Then fourth risk is reinvestment risk, okay. As you all know that as a certain period of time our fixed deposits is going to mature, okay. It may be mature after 1 year, 2 year, depend upon situation. It may mature after 5 year, depend upon the interest saving fixed deposits, where you want to deposits money for the purpose of interest saving in case of your tax deductions, or under the ATC which provide the under the tax slabs, okay. But what the thing arises is, like, if you got the money at a certain point of time after 1 year, the interest rate is little less, because during the current situation the fixed deposits, the government has slashed the fixed deposits. So it is very much important that whatever the money you have deposits in the fixed deposits, whatever you got in the cumulative way, at the end of maturity with a less amount of interest rate, okay. So which will not helpful for you to beat any kind of situations, okay. And because of during this, if you think about the inflation purpose, if you want to invest something for your better, the interest you got, the if you got the interest, that is a bit be lower rate, okay. So that is very possible that you cannot provide a good number of amount at the end of the year, okay, because when the cumulative option arises. So you have to think about the reinvestment option. If you are thinking about investment option, definitely you have to also think about the large amount of money through the interest rate, but due to the current situation is not good for us. So definitely you have to think about that and invest your money on the basis of that. So these are all the things I have discussed about the risk of the fixed deposits. It's all about nothing but the risk are liquidity risk, default risk, and inflation risk, interest rate risk, reinvestment risk. Interest risk is nothing but basically the risk, as you know that the it will provide the fixed rate of interest for during the period of time. But what if basically the people who are the 5 year period or something like a period of for the long term, so the locking period, so you cannot withdraw the money from the locking period, okay? So which is the less rate of interest, okay? That is something like you have invested your hard chunk of money, but you got a lot of the interest rate is pretty less compared to the other type of investment. So you have to think about all the risk, the liquidity interest, and also the market risk, and the default risk, inflation risk, and reinvestment risk. So these are the all risks I have discussed. Now the question is whether we should, if you are considering all the things, so what is the solution for it? So definitely I always suggested that if you want to go for of investing your money, if you want to save money, don't put your money in one basket. Definitely you have to reinvest and channelize your money. You have to skip something money on fixed deposits, you have to keep something money as saving, you have to keep something money for your mutual fund, okay, where you have to put an SIP or a long-term basis, because nowadays debt instrument is providing a good amount of interest because they are secure. Treasury bills, all these things are secured because it is the security issued by the government. So definitely you can put your money on that and you get a good amount of interest, and that is helpful for you to beat the inflation as well. So you have to think and consider that, and you have to put your money as well as on the PF also, that is provident fund, whether it is public or private provident fund. What are the provident fund? If you think you are investing on that public provident fund, you have to there is no private investment fund, it is a public investment fund. You can invest your money, or you can option for the your LIC, or you can option for your you can go for different investment option that is available in the markets, okay? So that is very important, that you should not go for a one chunk of deposit in one basket. You have to channelize your investment in the proper way, so that it will not affect in case of risk something, you need something, it will not affect in case of market volatility, it is not affecting in case of something happen to your money, or if your bank default, that will not affect you. So channelize your money properly and invest or something, okay? Invest and get to a good net amount of report, and save your money in case you need your expenses as well, okay? So these are all the things which I have discussed, everything. So as I have already suggested that during the current situations, RBI already cut the repo rate as well as the deposits on the fixed deposits by the 40 basis point. So 40 basis point, how it is calculated is, if you think about 100% is 100 basis point is nothing but about 1%, and you can calculate 40 basis point because it is below the 1%, but it will affect your deposits always, your interest rate basically. So these are the things, okay? I will give the link of the RBI the announcement as well as the SBI announcement on the below the my comment sections. You can get and you can read all these things, okay? So these are all the risks associated and how you can get outcome of it, and I have already given you the information. And beside this, I will also want to give you information that there is some other banks which also provide a contactless fixed deposits. Whenever you think about contactless fixed deposits, you always coming into the what exactly it is, okay? So normally we can open a fixed deposit through online banking and through going to a bank, okay? But right now the situation ahead that we cannot go to the bank because due to the COVID, okay? So people want to do everything at home. So if you have online facility, if you have online or internet facility in your home, so you can go and open a deposit through your online banking. Also you can go for a contactless fixed deposits, and that is the difference is that you do not have to open a saving bank accounts, okay? You can directly go and open the bank fixed deposits in the particular bank which is provided, okay? So I will give you the two banks which has recently announced their contactless fixed deposits, okay? So that is none other than two banks has been given, okay? So there's two banks which provide the contactless fixed deposits, and none other than Axis Bank, which is recently offered the contactless deposit, which we do not have to open a saving bank account. You directly go on internet and you can open fixed deposits over there. And the other bank which is provided the contactless fixed deposits is none other than DCB Bank, okay? There's another bank which is taken Chronicle Bank, something like that. So they also provide a contactless fixed deposits. So you don't have to go to bank. You can don't have to waste your time, waste your money, waste your energy. You can open the fixed deposits at your home, or we can go for the internet banking and open the fixed deposits Okay, so these are all the things that I have discussed. Whatever the things I have discussed, I got through everything from the searching through internet, and which you provide the link the below the screen. You can search over there and you can get benefited and get knowledge from out of it. That's all about my video. Hope you like something, and till now, goodbye and stay tuned until we'll see on the next classes. Okay, thank you so much for watching it.